Oh, hello there.
You can see my Catalan shirt is wearing out, and my time in Catalonia is wearing out. So I'm going to give you one more Catalan recipe. In Catalonia, you can just walk up to the counter and you can just ask for bacalao para esqueixada, and they'll just have some scraps lying around that they've already soaked. Trust me, I'm Oops. The salt out of them, and they're all just like little scraps, so they're the cheaper cuts. And they're all ready for you. And esqueixada literally means like shredding. So it's already kind of ripped up. Some people like it like that. Some bars like to actually esqueixada it. Like you would rip beef jerky. Or rip chaw.
I actually got this at Walmart.
Rip chaw.
So I'm going to throw a cheek in here. I like to feel a big fat wad in there. We'll put a decent sized chunk in there. I got a big mouth.
Cool, bro. Free country. But shredded. Like shredder.
But I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth.
But I don't like chunks that big. I like to shred them up. And you shred it up more because there's going to be a lot of things in there in the salad. You can, every once in a while, you get a little piece and then big piece. You know, make it adventurous. First two steps is to get good extra virgin and get our fish soaking. Mix that all up. Our figueres onion, and that is where the Dali Museum is. These onions, like I've said before, they're kind of halfway in between a sweet onion and a red onion and a harsh onion. They've got a little bit of everything, but this does have a little bite to it. And it's going to give you some stinky breath if you don't soak it a little in some acid. So we're going to soak this first. So when you go home from the bar, after eating a big huge thing of this with your date, then you guys can just, you know, kiss and be all snuggly. Onion farm stench. No bueno. Not in my world. This time I think I'm going to kind of have it, you know, nice little crunchy chunk. So I'm going to cut it in half.
That way. And then cut it along this. Using a larger knife is easier. That's me. We're halfway now.
In the bowl she go. This white wine vinegar. So we'll just make vinegar. And some people use sherry wine vinegar. I'm going to do a teeny tiny bit of balsamic, but it'll give it some sweetness and complexity. I'm going to put a little lemon juice in there too. I don't have any sherry wine. And I don't have any red wine vinegar. So I think this will do it. Okay, I'll put this at room temperature. Yeah, a plum aroma type tomato they call an Italian pepper, which is kind of like an Anaheim, super mild. It's more mild than a green pepper. If you're going to use green pepper, I would suggest only having little teeny pieces and throw it in with this so that it mellows.
Hey, I got something to mellow you out, man. You're just freaking out here. Hey, don't take those, man. Yeah.
Hey, man, I already took them, man.
So I hope you're not busy for about a month.
Shit, I'm gonna die, man. That stuff's gonna make me die, man.
No, that's good acid.
Hey, man.
Well, it just gives it a freshness. I'm going to throw a little parsley in there too to give it a little freshness. But this adds sweetness. This adds a tomatoiness. This adds your vinegar crunch and your yum. And then, of course, anchovy stuffed olives is your money. Your little pickled hit. So you hit a quick pickled onion. Then you hit a pickled anchovy olive. And you got all this freshness and yumminess. And then you got that fish that's just got an ocean, awesome meaty texture. Remember, this is all up to you. It doesn't really matter how you cut this stuff. I like this to have nice chunks. I like just to have medium chunks. And I like to just run into this little teeny bit here and there. Same with this, little teeny bit. Sometimes what I do also with this is I do pickled mejillones, mussels. So I'll steam the mussels and I'll cool them and open them on the shell, and then just have this mixture minus the olives, like basically pickled vegetables cut really, really, really fine. And you just put a little bit of that juice in there, and you put a little bit of those vegetables in there, in each little cup. Use everything. Also, you can use really nice olives. I like to do them without the pit, so you can just eat it like a salad. Anchovy stuffed are always good. Black olives, whatever kind of olives you want to use. But so I'll be cutting these. I'll throw in a few whole ones and a few half ones. Kind of mix it up.
Hi, and welcome to Mix It Up. Today we are going to do a little bit of everything.
Throw it all together and I'll mix it. Another ingredient people do a lot is hard-boiled eggs. But for me, the time that it takes to hard-boil an egg and cool it and cut it, it's like the time versus flavor.
It takes a long time.
It takes a long time.
So I really want to figure out a way of compromising wherever I need to.
But if you really are down with the hard-boiled egg, and you love that consistency, and you love the richness that it provides, and, you know, I've heard, don't quote me on this, that eggs have everything but vitamin C as far as all your vitamins and things. You wanted to eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you wanted more nutrition, I would eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've done it before. I'm going to put a little black pepper in this. I've just committed a felony. Definitely more olive oil. Don't mess around when it comes to olive oil, bro. Okay, combine with parsley and form Voltron.
If you want to take this monster down, there's only one way to do it.
Another little secret. Drop of olive juice. Just me and my Esqueixada. They call this the ceviche of the Mediterranean. So I suppose you could actually soak you could take raw fish, white fish. You can even take tilapia or something. Cut it up raw, soak it in like lemon, lime, vinegar, salt for a while, you know, to kind of cook it in the acid, and then make this same thing. But it's not going to have the same consistency. I would suggest going and getting the cheapest salt cod online that you can get, and then just follow the instructions. You just soak it in water and change the water for like a day or two, and you taste it, make sure it's not very salty. It being packed in salt and laid out to dry really gives it a meaty consistency. That's why they, during times when the Catholics couldn't eat meat, they would eat this because they could eat fish. And this is a really meaty fish, and you can use it in really meaty ways. It became so good that when the prices went up because they started overfishing, it just became a traditional thing. It's something that at first it was kind of a necessity, and then it became kind of a luxury, and now it's just like a way of life. And the way that they do things with it, just like just simple salad, there's nothing like it. It's phenomenal. Oh yeah, that spoonful right there. I'm gonna miss the Mediterranean. I'll be back.
Okay, Bobby.
Okay, Bobby.